100% Chelsea. So I can't explain this negativity, and you don't expect to lose to Palace like this, do you? What's going wrong?
Well, sometimes you've got to just take it on the chin as a man, you know. It is what it is. I don't know. Let's deal with the positives first, yeah? Kennedy, fantastic. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, fantastic. And Pedro, first half. And some of the football was good, very good, you know. And we carved out a lot of chances. But so did Palace. And that's the worrying aspect, you know. Defensively, too many gaps. Time for Ivanovic to have a rest. I mean, we've said that, haven't we, mate? We knew he'd pick him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, why isn't Baba Rahman playing, you know? Why isn't Azpilicueta? Well, why isn't he playing, you know? And why isn't, you know, Azpilicueta playing on the right side?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think either side deserved to win that game. I think a draw would have been about right, yeah? You know. But, I've got to say another thing as well. I thought, I mean, Crystal Palace, right, are always class, you know, fans-wise, you know, when they come in. They make a lot of noise, you know, fair play to them. But I thought our supporters today were absolutely, well, they were shocking.
Horrible.
Shocking, mate. Shocking. Leaving right at the end. But just, you know, it's like them players have got to entertain them, innit? You know?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To make a bit of noise, you know?
Like when we scored.
Well, if you don't want to come here and support your side, give it up to someone, you know, that ticket, to somebody else that does. Because, you know, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, you know? You know what I mean?
In terms of the team itself, everyone's complaining about no hunger, no desire.
Well,
Why is that?
Well, I think we've been sussed, you know, they two up on Hazard, yeah? You know, and I think we're too slow. We did actually have a shot at goal today. It wasn't of notice. But every shot was woeful. From Ivanovic's one, which hit the corner flag. Willian, had, you know, I don't know what he was doing. Had about 2 or 3, and he's done that all season when they're blazing over the bar. Seriously, I'd get him in every single day. Shoot, until, you know, they hit the bloody target. Because it's so obvious. We're just not launching. And how many times have we said that? You know, it's too predictable. The build-up, you know, is too predictable. I mean, Palace are a bunch of monsters, really, aren't they? They're all big lumps, you know. And you look at their bench as well, strong. You know. By the way, Palace will do well this year.
For sure.
You know, they'll be definitely top 10, and they'll have, you know, they're in with a shout for the Europa League. And by the way, these sort of results this season, I don't think this will be a shock. I think, you know, the league is definitely squeezing. Yeah. Because of this TV money. There's lots of teams pretty much on the same level now. We certainly don't look like champions, and that's a fact, you know.
Not even top 4.
No, well, no. Someone said, is this Mourinho's 3rd season blues? Well,
I mean, to be fair, Palace showed up with hunger. When we brought on those youth players, Loftus-Cheek, we brought on Kennedy.
Absolutely.
They showed desire.
Well,
they were bombing forward. They were getting through the gaps. They were getting past players.
Absolutely.
Would you rely on them from now on and drop players like Ivanovic and Fabregas and players who are just not up to it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Kennedy looked absolutely the real deal out there, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Pedro's a class act. First half, he was brilliant again, wasn't he? Star man, you know. Ivanovic, I'm sorry. It's time, yeah? It's time. Nothing. Listen, he's been a magnificent servant, but every dog has its day. You know, it's time to, you know, to move aside for younger players. More hunger, you know, more energy up and down the pitch. We're too slow, mate. As a team, we're far too slow. You know, and I'll tell you, anyone would fancy giving us a game right now.
Yeah.
Seriously, let alone being champions.
I guess you welcome the international break.
Do you know what? I think it's magnificent. And I've heard a lot of people turn around and say, no, we need more games. What? No. Need more games while we lose? Exactly. No. We need to, you know, readdress. I wish we could hold all our international players back and they just, you know, got them, you know. But listen, we're at Everton next, aren't we? Yeah. Tough place as well. Really tough place.
Rowdy place, especially with the whole Stones thing.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, our away fans will be right up on it at Goodison. You know, we'll get behind the side. But here at Stamford Bridge, seriously, you know, we got to get behind this side now, you know, because It's not good enough, mate. Really isn't good enough. I know in the modern day, obviously, I mean, I'm thinking about Crystal Palace is they've still got that old school fan, haven't they? They've not been hit by the commercialisation of the football club, yeah? Do you know where I'm coming with that, yeah? We know that 25% of the people here ain't going to make no noise, yeah? You know, some of them are on day trips, some of whatever, do you know what I mean? But the reality of the situation is they've still got that hard, old school, you know, sort of like what Man City had, you know, when I know we laughed about the general sale bit, but it does have its advantage because along come the old school, and guess what? The atmosphere goes up to how it used to be years gone by. But Stamford Bridge can rock, you know. Swansea was a good atmosphere, you know, when we played Swansea, it was a good atmosphere, yeah. But today, no. I mean,
what message would you give out to any fans who do come to the games regularly, and it's just so the atmosphere's so stale? What would you say to them?
Well, maybe we need some new tunes, mate, or something. I know it's true, right? Because we, you know, to get behind the team, you know, everyone's got to get behind the team. You know, all four sides really, you know, pushing that. You know, good to see Falcao get a goal. Yep. Do you know what? I thought it went wide from where I was, sitting. But good that he's off. You know, he's off the mark. And then, like I said, it's not like we were rubbish today, and it's like we just got battered, you know, or we were completely, you know, terrible. We wasn't. There was parts of it where the football was exhilarating. Yeah. Some of the movement and the passing was so quick and brilliant. But it's that final bit at the end, isn't it? You know, it's disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. I know Man City have won again, but. Liverpool have lost at home 3-0 to West Ham that lost 2 games prior to that, beat Arsenal. That's the type of league we're going to be having this year. My message to the board is we've got to get Pogba. We've got to do everything possible now to go and get that player. If we're really serious about, you know, winning the league, right, we need that up and down the... Listen, we've always had a massive gap since Frank Lampard's left this club, right? Definitely. And he could shoot for fun, but he was engine up and down the pitch. We need Pogba, yeah? So, Roman, listen, if you want to, you know, have a chance at winning the league or even being in the top 4 and being in the Champions League the following year, then we need that type of player, mate, you know? But it's time for some change, buddy, yeah. Time for some change. But fair play to Crystal Palace, and as men, we take it on the chin, bud.
Of course.
You got to, yeah.
Of course.